Welcome viewers, welcome to RTC Crossroads, and today's picture is Indian 2. It's been quite a while. 28 years is a very, very long time for a sequel to come. But those people who have seen Indian 1, they were eagerly waiting for Indian 2 for the simple reason because at that point in time, it was an amazing experience 28 years back. Given the size of the canvas, I don't think there was any film which was mounted on such a lavish scale way back in 1996. And Kamal Hasan's excellent performance and the technology which they've used, the prosthetics which they've used to look him quite aged, around a 70-year-old man, and the subject, the locales, the lilting music of A.R. Rahman. Together it made, I think it was kind of the first pan-Indian hit at that point in time in 1996. Now coming to the movie, people will obviously draw comparisons between Indian 1 and Indian 2. And there are two sets of people who are watching this movie. One is people who have watched the earlier movie when they were in their probably 10 years and plus. And they would be at an age group of something like 40 plus now. And the fresh generation of people who are also eagerly, the movie lovers who also know like Kamal Hasan, since he's a national star, and people who know about Shankar and his technical brilliance. So these are two sets of people. For the first set of people, the whole problem is they've come up with huge expectations of having seen such a wonderful movie which is etched there at the back of their minds. Okay, but the problem here is there is nothing new which has been told in Indian 2. So what they've seen in Indian 1, the subject has been the same. One man, one patriot fighting against the corruption, and the screenplay follows the same script. The protagonist gunning for each of the corrupt, either a police officer or a politician or a businessman. So, what they've missed in this particular movie is the kind of songs or the visuals which we have seen in Indian 1. And coming to the new generation, they would have seen n number of movies in the last 10 years where the scale is something for which people go. So it is not just about the scale, they have seen it all. So, there aren't any great engaging moments for them to actually savor this particular movie. So when we are talking about the movies, and both of these movies, the review has to be on the front of comparison only. As I said, the music, where it had lilting music of A.R. Rahman, in this movie, the songs fall flat and it's only the BGM for which Anirudh is known, it works. And again, coming to the movie, quickly the pluses and minus. The minus is obviously the known and the expected story, not many twists and turns, right? For people who have seen in Indian 1, there is absolutely nothing novel to watch in. But there are at least half a dozen scenes which will, make you sit and watch, or there are some kind of goosebump moments. Given Kamal Hasan's recent Charishma, or his, again is the revival of his star power basis, the huge success of Vikram and recently Kalki. So his amazing screen presence and his Charishma saves the day, perhaps. And Siddharth had a meteor role, and there are a couple of scenes, quite engaging scenes between Siddharth and his father, and likewise his friends, between the friends and their parents. And while the movie typically lags before the interval, in the later part of the interval, with some twists and turns and engaging moments, the clash between the current generation and the previous generation. So that will lead to some kind of emotional tension and make you glued. At the last half an hour, the action sequences which were picturized, they're top notch. And particularly, there is a surprise in store for us. In the way of a trailer for the Indian 3, which is going to come up. Looking at that trailer, I think Indian 3 is going to be a much, much better film than Indian 2. But overall, it's not a, do-away kind of a film you can watch. Only the length is problem. It should have been trimmed by at least 15-20 minutes. You can watch it, and my rating is 2.75 on 5. Thanks for viewing this. See you soon.